What was your experience standing in Chadwell?
Chadwell St Mary was a really engaging campaign. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was my first year running. I met some absolutely wonderful people, had some absolutely engaging conversations. It was a really good session. What I did learn, first and foremost, is never to take the public for granted. They're very mumuch in the know. They know exactly what they need. They know exactly what the problems are. And actually, a lot of the time, they also have a lot of solutions as well. As a politician, or a wannabe politician should I say, I hope to be able to listen to these people and to be able to take their feedback and act upon that, and that's what I believe a councillor is. So what I learned from Chadwell St Mary is to be an even better listener and obviously try to act on what I'm being told, because that's where the information needs to come from.
So over here in Stanford-le-Hope West,
Yes.
2011, what issues on the doorstep so far have you been hearing?
Stanford West is a bit of a mixed bag. Over that direction towards the Butts Lane, you've probably heard of the 350 Barrett's homes. It's very much a grievance of the local populace, not because it's homes for home's sake, generally because it's homes where the local infrastructure may not necessarily support it. Likewise, over on this side, there's problems with parking, with disabled parking, etc. It's a mixed bag, completely mixed bag. Over that side, it'll be completely domestic. It's all very different. But the biggest one going on at the minute is the Butts Lane housing issue.
What about crime? Because here we are on King Street.
Yes.
It's nice now, it's 6 o'clock on a lovely spring evening,
It
but
is.
things sort of change on a Friday, Saturday night.
Yes, and not only Friday, Saturday night up to 1 o'clock in the morning. There's also a lot of antisocial behaviour going on out of hours, or should we say out of hours from 1 a.m. onwards. Likewise, there's also a lot of burglary going on. So there's a real awareness piece that needs to go on. Now, I'm really glad that our Conservative councillors voted or put forward a motion to keep our neighbourhood policing going at a certain level. So we're going to keep that presence up. That's a great success because it's a problem that needs to be dealt with, and likewise taking away the policing from that particular issue, burglaring, antisocial behaviour, etc., is a very heinous thing to do.
I guess Labour would come back at you, and we were down with Ed Balls outside Tilbury
Yes, you were.
Station last week regarding the possibility that 400 police officers, front-line officers, as they say, from the whole of Essex might go. So you've got your PCSOs, all right and good, but what about front-line officers?
Well, frontline officers are obviously very important to us Conservatives. We believe very much in law and order and making sure that our police forces are of the best standard. Now, as for the 400 jobs going across Essex, one would like to break that down a little bit further and understand what implications that has just on Thurrock. Likewise, our pledge is to cut backline staff and to put them back into the frontline operation. So for me, it's a swings and roundabouts conversation, and I don't necessarily believe that 400 figure is quite as accurate as being relayed.
There's a number of schools within your ward and close to your ward.
Yes,
St Clair's, Hassenbrook, and they've got Gable Hall quite close. All very keen to become academies. Good idea or bad idea?
I'm personally very much in favour of academies. I believe a school which is unrestrained from bureaucratic red tape, away from council control, can only be a good thing. One, they can control their own budget, they can control their own matters of curriculum, and they can also have control over how they manage their, should we say, antisocial pupils. It gives them that autonomy which they've been desperately lacking under the existing education system, and it gives them that drive to be able to deliver a better education to our students and young children to develop the country that we need.
Does it annoy you, or in any way, that you have a former Conservative councillor, now UKIP, who's standing against you? Some people say he could drain you of the key votes.
One may be concerned with that. The gentleman's, he decided not to be a Conservative, he decided to go independent, and then decided to become UKIP. I myself am fully aware of what I'm standing for. I'm standing as a Conservative Party candidate. You'll notice in all my literature, I'm very much a Conservative Party man. I'm standing on Conservative principles. I'm not going to comment on other people. It doesn't annoy me particularly, I have my own opinion, but for me, this campaign is about whether you want to vote Conservative, Labour, UKIP, whatever, not personal swaps and changes.
It's now April the 12th,
Yes.
Another 3 weeks. Going to be out here most nights. What's the plan?
How have I been already, admittedly? I had a beautiful baby daughter in November, and I'm seeing very little of at the minute, but no, it's all part of the game. It's been really interesting. I've been out most part of this year, well, from sort of February, March onwards. It's been really great. The responses I've been getting is fantastic. Some really engaging conversations, not only about local issues but some national issues as well. So it's been really engaging, and don't worry, we'll be keeping the momentum up all the way up to election day.